Hello and welcome to the Harriet Muller Art channel, giving you the techniques to produce amazing artwork. I've had a lovely request from Alexandra to draw a frog, so I've chosen to draw a green tree frog. So get yourself some plain white paper, you'll need a pencil, an eraser, a black pen, and if you'd like to colour in your tree frog, get yourself some coloured pencils, some greens, yellows, reds and a blue. And if you like to draw animals, don't forget to download my free PDF of how to draw horse galloping, which you'll find in the link just here. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to start off with a line going diagonally from the left-hand corner to the right-hand corner. Now this is going to be the stalk of a nice green plant. So just pencil it in. Don't press too heavily. I'm just doing it quite heavily so that you can see it on the camera. So we're going to do the underside of the stalk. And the two lines just get slightly closer together the further up you go to the right hand side. So it kind of comes together like this. Imagine that it's a nice green shoot that the frog's sitting on. Next, we're going to be doing a nice oval shape, which is going to be the frog's tummy. So it's just going to overlap this line here. So just very, very lightly, just pencil it in. Now, this oval shape doesn't have to be perfect. Mine is far from it. You can draw it using little kind of wispy lines like this, or you can take the plunge and just do one nice big continuous line. Entirely up to you how you want to draw this oval. There we go. Okay, now we're going to do a more, I'm going to put it squished oval for the head. It's going to overlap this oval, so just follow what I'm doing. Remember, if I go too quickly, don't forget to just pause and then rewind. So this one's a bit more of a squished oval. Just like this. Okay, so we've got a slightly fatter oval here and a slightly thinner, more squished oval there. Next, we're going to be doing two circles, which are going to be the eyes. So this circle is just touching the top of this oval here, so just draw one circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. My circles aren't perfect at all. So one circle there, and we'll do another one next to it. And another circle here. Make sure that they're roughly the same size. Doesn't have like one eye much bigger than the other. Here we go. Excellent. So next we're going to be drawing a line coming out here and then coming diagonally down. And then just do the little fingers, just sprayed out like this. And then last but not least, we're going to be doing the hind leg, like that, and then come down like so. And that's stage one. In the next stage, we're going to be adding a bit more detail. So let's do the mouth. So this is just a line, just going slightly up and then down like this. Okay, I've seen one of these red-eyed tree frogs in Costa Rica where my family's from. They're just so cute. I really love them. And they'll look really lovely when you do your drawing and colour it in. So next we're going to add a bit more detail. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase just this preparatory line that we did for the eye. Don't raise it too much so that you can just still see what you're doing. So here, we're going to follow the circle that we did before. Just follow it round. Just like that, to about here. And then the underside, do that. And then we'll do the actual eyeball. So there's another internal line here. And then follow it round, just like this. And then the big pupil, like a diamond shape, just like that. Okay, ready to do the next one? We're going to raise the line. You can see that I've been pressing very heavily because I can't actually erase it very well, but hopefully you'll be pressing much lighter. Okay, next we're going to be doing the nose area. So draw a line coming down and it just bends just at the end. From the same point, draw another line coming around and it goes to the top of the mouth. Okay, there's a tiny little hole here, so do a little dot, that's the nostril, and a little curved line around it. Okay, make this just come in a little bit more like that. Next, we're going to be following the circle that we did before, and this is going to be the eyelid, but you're just going to go halfway. Okay, now we're going to follow the rest of the circle, and this is the eyeball. Again, do the iris in the middle. Sorry, beg your pardon, the pupil in the middle. Sorry about that. Okay, next we're going to erase this line here and this line here. So let's do the lower part of the mouth. This comes in a bit more and then it comes out a bit more, like that. Follow it round and then it hits the top of this oval shape. Okay, we're just going to erase this line here. Oops, sorry. Next, we're going to be drawing a line just underneath the mouth, and it will come round like so. Okay, we're now going to draw the back. Just follow this oval shape all the way around, but bring it out here until it hits this leg area. Next, we're going to be doing the arm. So this line is going to go through the center of the arm. So on either side, I'm going to draw a line, one line on that side, one line on this side. Now we're going to be doing the forearm. So it comes down till you get to about there. And then the same, the elbow, and then it comes out slightly and comes in like this. Okay. Now we're just going to erase these lines here so they don't interfere with our drawing. Okay, now for the lovely little digits at the end. So draw a long line coming down, little bobble on the end for the fingertip, come back up. Same with this one, little bobble at the end, come back up. Another one here. Little bobble at the end, come back up, and then the thumb's kind of just tucked away, hidden. Now remember that frogs have webbed feet, so just draw lines in between them, just showing the webbed feet. Okay, we're going to do the other one now. So this one comes round here, and then the little hands start here. So the little thumb comes in, another finger with a bobble on the end, another finger with a bobble. Last but not least, this one. Okay, now the webbed parts. Just like so. Okay, now we're going to draw the back foot just peeping through. So it comes up like that. This is the toe, so it's got a bobble on the end. Another one, bobble on the end. Then one more with a bobble on the end. Okay, I hope you can see that okay. And then the leg part is basically just the shape that we did before. I'm just going to make it go further to the left though. Now I'm going to go over it all in black pen and I'm going to speed up the process and then we can colour it in. Okay, so I've erased all the pencil lines, so now we're going to go over it in colour. So find yourself a nice green colour, because these tree frogs are this beautiful green colour, and we're just going to cover all the top area of the frog. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit in a second, but remember to draw, when you colour in, remember to do it all in the same direction. So I'm just going from left to right in tiny little circles. This just makes it look a little bit neater. And don't press too hard, you just go over it layer upon layer. Okay, now we're going to go over the actual tree stalk here. So I'm just using a kind of an olive green colour now. I don't know what the stalk is that it's sitting on. It could just be a plant, but I'm just going to draw it in and colour it in. So again, not pressing too hard, going in the same direction. You may have noticed, if you've got really keen vision, that I made a bit of a mistake. As you've probably seen on my other videos, I'm a bit impatient when it comes to waiting for the pen to dry, and I like to erase a little bit too quickly. So apologies for that. I'm going to try and cover it up. I'm now going to use a really pale yellow, and this is just underneath here, just for the tummy and underneath the chin area. I'm also going to go over the fingertips as well, and the toes. I'm just going to actually go over the green part as well, just so that I can blend it in so there's not so much of a difference between these two parts. I'm now pressing a little bit harder. Okay, now I'm going to do the eyes. So get yourself a nice bright red colour. Remember to leave a little strip in white. And the same on this one. I'm actually going to get a darker red now. So this one is just slightly darker, and just in the corners, I'm going to go over the corner areas in the darker red. It's very, very subtle, but it does make a slight difference. See, it makes it pop out a little bit more. All right, so now I'm going to get my bright yellow, and I'm going to go over the little toes and the fingers. I'm pressing quite hard now. Okay, so going back to my bright red, I'm just going to go over the fingers. So it makes a kind of orangey colour when you mix the red and the bright yellow. And the same here. Okay, so we're now going to put in a little bit of blue. So on the arm, just at the top of the arm, there's a tiny little bit of blue here. And there's some more blue markings on the body. So just very lightly, I'm just going to add some in. Just like this. And if you go and get your darker red, there's a little patch of darker red just around the arm area, just here. Just lightly. There we go. You can see a tiny bit on the arm here and on this leg as well. Okay, I'm going to get a darker green just to go along the underside of this stalk. I'm also going to use this darker green just to do any areas of shadow. So just underneath this arm, just here underneath the feet, underneath the tummy, around here. Now I'm actually going to go onto the frog as well. So just on the underside of the belly, underneath the chin, because that's in darkness. Well, not in complete darkness, but it's in shadow. Okay, here. Underneath the eyeball. And just around the eyelid. And where else? Oh, underneath here. Around here. On the belly. And on the leg as well, just in this area. So last but not least, I'm just going to add in the blue sky. So just very lightly, just going over it all in blue. So there's your finished frog drawing. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please check out my other videos here now. And don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and I do hope to see you on the next one. Any requests, pop them in the comment section below. Bye bye.